Welcome to another one of my creative story journeys. Today I'm going to be sharing a walk through a very beautiful environment. This environment is the North Island Wildlife Recovery Center in Arrington, British Columbia. It's an extraordinary setting, built with love and a lot of volunteer help, and support from the community and quite a number of different organizations. I'm proud to say that I've been invited into this wonderful environment as an artist in residence, and I've found that it is a creative escape for me that really does not compare to anything else and any other environment that I've worked in. The founders are the Campbells, Robin and Sylvie Campbell. They have worked tirelessly and unselfishly to create this beautiful environment which is used to rehabilitate injured animals and set some of them free, as this beautiful eagle will be able to hopefully tell that story someday. They have a medical facilities that is second to none, and wonderful volunteers that come in, veterinarian doctors and other assistants. So there's a lot of volunteer efforts going into making this environment work. I encourage you to come down and join us and check out what I'm doing on site. I'll be working on different types of wood projects here, and we'll teach whoever comes by to ask questions. Teaches the public, or taught the public, about the origins of the traditions here. And again, my input on this wildlife recovery site is mostly focusing on the Northwest Coast First Nations arts and culture program through education and hands-on sharing and teaching. Ralph and Lonan will greet you right across from where my studio is. And then of course there are a multitude of other incredible creatures. Most are permanent residents, some injured by humans or some that have spent time with humans and cannot make it out in the wilderness on their own. So this wonderful safe environment helps to protect them in their innocence, and they are very well fed and cared for and safe.
Most beautiful creatures in the world. Hi, Emma.
Trickster's got it made here. He's got lots of toys to play with. Got his own space. Go, 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 go.
It's a very beautiful property here. Definitely a choice place to relax and enjoy. Been to a number of other wildlife recovery centers, but never seen one done as well as this one. There's very high quality environments for the animals, all maintained by mostly volunteer help, people who love animals and enjoy an environment where animals are taken care of and loved.
When you sit in this secret garden, you definitely feel like you're in a bit of a fantasy world. It's a beautiful place for contemplation, prayer, and meditation, or even learning. I have quite a number of favorite places in this beautiful environment. And I know once you visit, or if you already have, you know what I'm talking about. And this entranceway here just seems to oxygenate you with the spirit of contemplation and contentment. And then it opens up into another wonderful space. And of course, there are a number of characters that just stand out from the rest, like this amazingly beautiful wild turkey, and some other not so noticeable characters that try to stand out and be noticed, like this miniature rooster. So now we leave into another stress-free zone and enjoy the sound of water and nature. I created the Raven Song canoe back in 1994. Carved it with a number of friends from the community of Parksville, Qualicum Beach. And we paddled it on a journey to the Commonwealth Games in Victoria, BC. Now the Raven Song is a traditional Tsimshian Tlingit style canoe in the fashion of a war canoe from northern British Columbia. Robin Campbell asked me if I could have some input and be a part of his future vision for a learning environment about First Nations culture. Of course, I was very interested and took on the idea of bringing the Raven Song canoe to the wildlife site to represent the First Nations culture and story journey. Because the wildlife sanctuary is funded by donations and support and sponsorship from local organizations and corporations, the project is moving along fairly slowly. We look forward to discussing any interests of support in the direction of helping to fund the development of this wonderful concept. It ties in wonderfully with the educational presentations that are done on site and by the volunteers and employees of the North Island Wildlife Recovery Center. And you can also contact myself at billhelin@gmail.com for more information if you have interest in supporting this project. So now we'll take a walk with the ducklings and go in the direction of the garden, or the magical field of stones. And you'll see some other beautiful scenery and artworks that were donated by local artists. And companies also donated these big rocks to create an area for the kids to play in at their own risk. And of course there are many zones for families to hang out, friends to hang out, have picnics, and just enjoy the beauty of the surroundings. And there's a special events area. Actually, there's a number of special events areas that are on site. And this is a beautiful outdoor one that takes us over to the wonderful gardening area where we find one of the volunteers working on site.
Charlotte, I'm one of the interns here this summer.
And what do you do in that internship?
We do different things around here. There's a few of us interns. My main priority is the wildlife garden here. It's an absolute pace of paradise. I absolutely love it.
It is beautiful, isn't it? And it's called Dan's Nook.
Dan's
and
Nook,
who
yeah.
is Dan?
Dan, this nook is for Dan. He is a young man that had passed away, and an anonymous donor, his mother, donated the money to build this. She wanted to have a living memorial for him.
How wonderful is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really treasure this place a lot and enjoy working here part-time. But you donate your time?
I do. I'm actually from Ontario. I flew out here this summer. The moment I crossed those mountains, I called my mom and said I may not be coming home. It's absolutely gorgeous here.
It is.
And yeah, I donate my time. I live here on site. In a cute little trailer, actually.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Good for
2 minutes
you.
of hot water, but it's fine. I'm embracing it.
Animals and botany, is that a
Yeah, so I
combined
just
thing?
finished university. I double majored in geography and biology.
Wow, good for
Yeah,
you. How
thank
many
you.
years? How many years of schooling?
That was 4 years. I also came out with 2 certificates in geomatics and environmental management.
Wow,
Yeah.
you're definitely underpaid here.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
But I eventually want to go to law school, do the environmental law thing, but I want to get to know the world as best I can before I go out and save it. So
Good
I'm
for
using my
you.
hands, getting to know people, so I know that when I do go out there to do my work, it's going to be for the right reasons.
Oh, good for you, Charlotte. And we all appreciate your input here and how much hard work you do for this
Thank you.
beautiful place. Thanks for your time.
So a wonderful conversation with Charlotte, who definitely has a big heart for nature and injured animals. And I think that when you meet some of the people on this wildlife recovery site, you come to learn more about what some people are like when it comes to giving of their precious time and energy to benefit injured animals and keep up an environment where people can come and learn more about what it takes to accommodate injured creatures that otherwise would die in the wild. So come and visit this beautiful place, and look forward to meeting you if I'm on site. But there are all a lot of volunteers and people that work on site that can take you on tours if you want to book a tour and get educated by a professional. This is a place to come, and you can meet some of the characters and maybe have a wonderful chat with a beautiful eagle. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Toyachs.